part of that is it says live, but anyway, part of that is training. It's updating, right? So we take courses. I'm taking a course right now. It's a 10-hour course on financial modeling using generative AI. Would I have ever taken that prior to? Probably not. It's kind of boring, but turns out you can do some pretty cool stuff with your financial modeling in your models, and AI will do a lot of it for you. So learning's important.
Tell me a little bit about your course. Give me a little bit more details.
So, I mean, when it comes to balance sheet analysis, income statement, cash flow analysis, valuation of even other companies, publicly traded companies, that's not really totally important for me, but it is interesting. There are lots of ways to do it, and it's typically really time consuming. But if you know the right prompts and know the right way to customize your input for whatever AI product you're using, you can get a 100-page analysis report generated, in about 2 minutes. So you can really get some good information.
I mean, you know what? The more I can see that the AI going, how we're going to run our business without AI. Like, this is a nightmare.
It's a must-have.
Like I mean, I brought in, like, we're using AI for everything, man. I don't want to say everything, but we're injecting whenever there isn't something can save a person time. I want to connect it. Every time I see something, a machine can do something, a human do it, I'm gonna let it go. Even if I do it, I don't want to do it anymore.
Well, I feel like the resistance is a lot less too, right? Like used to, I remember just 5 years ago, if I would make a call and it was, it was an automatic answering machine and press 1 for this, that was a little bit, you didn't like that. Now we that's the norm and we get used to it, and it's okay.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge to find. It's a challenge every day. It's a struggle. I am still shocked that people say, I can't find a job. I'm shocked. If there is anybody saying this, something is not right, man. You need to talk to some help. You need help. You don't need a job. You need help somewhere.
That's right.
Seriously, I mean, because people, if you're still looking for a job that you tailor it and customize it for yourself, then go start your own business. But if you want a job, there is a lot of jobs out there. There is so many jobs out there, open. It's just, people like, everybody want to overvalue what they do. If they're not going to give me this much, I'd rather stay home. Well, if staying home helping you, then stay home. But I don't think it's helping anybody. Work now is available. If you are applying for a job and you're going to work, what can you provide your job extra? Like what they can do, what can you do to secure your position? Because if you're going to do the same thing you've done 10 years ago, it's not going to happen. You need to have some skill. Learn, teach yourself some skill. AI, marketing. AI and marketing, man, and sales, they go hand in hand now. If you're not educating, like you don't need that course you're taking, but you know what? You said, if it's going to make me a better person, I'm going to go and do it, right?
Right.
I heard last year you were going and taking, you were driving like almost 3 hours just to go every week.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about what was
that? So that was again, just investing in personal development, business development. So I was a part of a statewide accelerator program for tech companies, and so I would drive once a week, 2.5 hours to do this thing. And then now, it created a void, right? This constant feeling of needing to level up and accountability. And so now I'm in a new group. We meet once a month, but I drive to Memphis and we do that. So that's about an hour and a half drive for me. But it's worth it, right? When my drive home, I get to reflect. I get to think about, maybe the concepts and the topics that we explored, and I'm always looking for new ways to apply it to business.
You didn't tell me about it. So you're going an hour to meet with like-minded people, business owners, entrepreneurs. They want to grow, right?
Right.
That's what I tell everybody. You need to be around successful people. You need to be around people who can pull you up. It's easy to drag people down. but it's hard to pull them out. But you need to be sitting with people thinking like you.
That's right.
Let me. Where do you see PayVantage from now to the end of the year?
That's a great question, and that's the type of questions that we challenge each other with in this type of group. Let me go back just make one more statement about what we just said. You know, surrounding yourself with the right kind of people, I think it is really important, and people smarter than you, more successful than you, and more experienced than you. That's really important. And for example, I would just like to say that there's never a time where I'm with Ahmed, with you, and we don't come up with a new idea. I mean, it's like literally every phone call, we come up with some sort of new idea, some sort of improvement in a process to where Ahmed will say, well, hey, did you think about this? Or did you think about packaging it this way? Or did you think about this offering for your customers? And it's just that one aha moment that makes the entire phone call and the entire interaction worth it. And really, that's what I look for in our meetings too. So we're looking for the one aha light bulb moment to click in, and then you bring it back and you implement it. So, I mean, you know, we talk a lot about incremental gains. It's one of the core values that we have here at our company. We believe that everyone, all employees, should be focused on incremental improvements throughout their work days, work processes, personally. And so if you can add up a 1% improvement every day or every week, imagine what that adds up to at the end of the year, right? If you're improving 1% every week, well, suddenly you've got a 50% improvement at the end of the year. Imagine if you did 1% every day. It's a 300% improvement, right? And so it doesn't seem like much at the time, but they add up. And if you're constantly focused on incremental improvements, you'll see some big gains at the end of some time.
You have a lot of people that, Brandon, everybody, if you look at your time, look, it's 6:14 in my city. Okay. I'm the boss. I own the company. It's 6:14 where you're at. You should have been home by 5. I tell people, if you want to open a business, you got to be the first guy to come in. Unfortunately, I am the first guy who comes in and the last guy who leaves. Everybody left. I'm here doing a podcast, talking to you. Want to learn one thing, want to grow something, and when I return all my emails today and tomorrow, part of what tomorrow. This is what's a business owner. You got to put the extra mile. You have to enjoy what you do. You love what you do.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You created a solution for cell phone stores, right?
Right.
You approved. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, like we just mentioned a bit ago, let's back up one more step. Sorry. So I had a guy that was he was into sales, he was into investing, did some venture capital stuff, and we got into a conversation, and he said something that has kind of stuck with me for a few years now. He said, if you're a true capitalist, like most of us are here in the United States at least, if you're a true capitalist, then you have to believe that one thing's true, that markets are very efficient, right? Whatever market you're in is going to be very efficient. And if you can provide value to your customers and express it in a way that they would want to transact with you, then you're going to do business. You'll be successful by transferring value to your customers. If you're not valuable, then you probably won't be in business very long. And so for us here at PayVantage, the value that we wanted to add to our customers was giving them buying power for the products that they wanted in the stores that we were familiar with, right? So prepaid wireless stores, repair shops, we want to give our customers the ability to make purchases in those stores using that existing dealer inventory. So that's the value that we added, the value for the dealer, the value for the customer. And if it was efficient, then it worked. And it has so far. And so we're trying to figure out ways to make that more efficient. But, at the end of the day, it's adding value. Just like you were talking about earlier with the guy looking for a job. Man, if he can't add value at his workplace, he's not valuable. He won't have a job. So, we just need to figure out ways, more creative ways of adding value all throughout the product life cycle, customer life cycle. Add the most value possible, and you'll be successful.
Exactly. Just keep pushing. Just keep showing. Don't you get bored if you keep doing the same thing over and over every year?
I know, man. That's kind of a curse, right? Like it's got to be changing all the time. But yeah,
like if you're a small business owner, by the way, small business owner, people think small business is small, 1 or 2 people. No, if you're 500 or less employees, you consider in the U.S. small business. And there's a volume, I can't remember the dollar amount, but 500 and less. If you have 300 employees, you are a small business owner. And small doesn't have to be small in the count. It's just that's how it is, because America has a lot of huge corporations, so they have to distinguish which one is smaller, which one is big. But anyhow, you can grow. You need to have more employees. You need to have more help. You need to have more. Don't think small. You are a small business, but you don't have to think small. You can think big and
That's
still
right.
own a small business. Uh, if you're doing the same thing you've been doing for the past 3 years, something is not right. Something you need to change. If you're doing the same thing you've been doing actually last year, that's how much it get boring. Like
That's
I've been
right.
telling my brother Abraham is my partner, and it come across our mind sometimes. I tell him sometimes I'm bored. I need something new. I've been doing the same thing for 25 years plus, but I don't want to keep walking into my partner, my clients, offering the same thing over and over and over. You know, if Apple keep changing that, adding things, changing the shape, the look, we went from round things to square phones. Same thing now, the fold, the Android, everything is new. Life need new stuff. Make new things in your life every day if you own a business by adding, by training, by marketing, by learning a new skill. Like I want to learn new things all the time. When are you going to stop learning? When I die. That's what I tell people.
That's how it should be.
Like people tell me, "Oh my God, I mean, I have to learn this all over again." Yes. Listen, you don't want to learn. You don't have to. Like, do I? Some people tell me sometimes, "Do I have to do this?" I said, "Dude, you don't have to do shit if you don't want to do it. It's up to you. It's your business. But if the more you do, the more you're gonna get. That's how small. That's how business in general. You own your own business so you can make more for you and your family. If you're not willing to do that, go get a job or or enjoy what you're doing, but you're not gonna grow. You know,
That's
it is
right.
what it is. Dude, things are good. 2025, we're ready. We It's not even the first quarter yet, and we're killing it. I can see us this year, like this. The good things is going to start happening. I was talking to a young man, and this is what he said, and I agreed with him. He said in 2020, 2021, we had the shock, the big, the pandemic. 2020 or 21. 22, 20, 20 and 2021. 22, 23 is what did you learn from the first 2 years? 24 and 25, you should be reaping the benefit now, getting the benefit of what you learned. If you are suffering now and you own a business, you got to update something. You have to come communicate. Call, call Brandon, call me, call someone you know. Tell them, what am I doing wrong? Admit it. Say, I'm doing wrong. I need to update the game. What am I doing wrong? Why am I not making money? Why do I own a business and there's no money in my pocket? I don't want to, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Something you're doing wrong if you're not making money in 2025. And owning a business, Brandon, I don't know if you agree with me on this. On this, owning a business in this year is a lot easier than 20 years ago. You can get a business license, you can open, you can get a web, you can do all this stuff. You can start marketing before you open. Back in
Right.
20 years ago, I couldn't do that. I had to open the door. I had to put a sign and says coming soon. I had to stand and put the different colors of clothing, make myself look like a clown so people pay attention to me so they can come over. Nowadays, you don't have to do that. You don't have to be looking like a punk, funky. Sorry, looking funny. You can look good and stay where you're at and attract customers and clients by advertising, training, and saying the right things.
I totally agree. I mean, imagine 20 years ago having the ability to start a Shopify site and sell to people all over the world. I mean, this is unprecedented. So, yeah, you got no excuse this year.
I wish I can tell people, I keep secrets, my clients, and we don't. But one of my clients called me. He said, "Dude, why didn't you tell me about online business?" I'm like, "That's what I talk every day." He said, "Well, you should have explained to me a little bit more." I'm like, "What?" He said, "I closed my shop. I'm working from home. Me and my wife, him and his wife. He couldn't stand his wife. Now he's in love with her all over again because there's money."
Right.
and now he's saying, "You know what? We're selling between. We're making money selling things from our basements, from our living room." Of course, the guy is experienced. He's not. He's been in business for 15 years, 18 years. So he took everything he learned, he just shaped it a little bit, reshaped it, and put it online. And now he's making money. There's money in online. There's a lot of money online. Everybody online. Actually, a friend of mine, one day I'm going to invite him to one of these. He's in Egypt. This young guy, Egypt, figured out how to do drop shipping in the US from another country, making $1 million. Can you imagine?
It's
If
great.
it wasn't for Amazon and online, all these things will never work. Like if people are overseas outside the US making money in the US, then why the hell is the US people's not making money in the US? Right?
Great question.
I mean, I told the guy, when I saw him 4 years ago talking about Amazon and online business, I said, what is this guy talking about? They don't have online over there. He said, no, 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 no. He said, it's coming, but I'm coming to you first. And I thought that he was joking. And now he's here. He's not here physically, but his business is here.
Mm-hmm.
This guy has the guts and has the nerve. He's a brave young man. He's not even 25. Anyhow, good stuff. I get excited when I hear about money. Money talks.
Yeah, well, it also too it goes to show, I mean, people with a work ethic and a will and inspired attitude, man, they can go a long way. There's no stopping you.
Big time, for sure. Brandon, thank you so much for your time. I just wanted to connect with you one more time. Let's do this more. And anybody watching this, if you guys want to go podcast, go live with us, let us know. Shoot me a message, and I'm all ears.
It'll be fun. Get us a third wheel in here, and we can really drill somebody.
Oh, we will. Trust me. This is we will bring more people to discuss finance, marketing, AI, hiring, training, sales, money, all the good stuff. Vacations. Hey, listen, I'm. By the way, before I go, I've been going to Colombia a lot. Colombia is fun.
I'm waiting for the invite. I've been telling you, I'm saving up my flyer miles. I'm ready to go.
Listen, I have about half a dozen of people telling me you cannot go without me. You cannot go without me, and you're one of them.
I'm on the list.
Let's do it. Thank you so much, Brandon. Anything last word for you?
We didn't get to talk much about sales, but I've got a quote that I like to pass around. No matter what organization you're in, no matter what business you're in, nothing happens until someone sells something. So you can focus on all the processes, all the accounting, all the back end, all the things. You could worry about that, and that's good. But nothing happens till someone sells something. So make sure you think about that first.
And you know what? And nothing happens if you keep thinking about starting. Just start. I like Grant Cardone. He had one thing he said, let me just start and I'll figure out the rest. Like, let me just open the door.
Yeah.
Let me start selling. Nothing perfect, guys. Listen, you cannot keep. They say, how they say it? It's never perfect, or just right. I forgot how they say it, but it's don't wait for the perfect moment because it's never perfect. Seriously.
Right.
Like if you want the perfect, no. Just start. Just get going. Learn something. Open the door. Pick up the phone. Make the call. Start closing deals. Start talking to people about what you do, and brag about it. Talk about it freely to everyone and everybody and their cousins, and then start making money. Then figure out how to organize things. I like that. Some people telling me, you know what? I wish I wish we can get everything done before we open. But sometimes just open and just start getting things done. But don't be late. And listen to people's advice. Listen to people's recommendation. Get a mentor. Biggest, one of the best thing I've done. Like my life started changing when I had a mentor. I needed someone to talk to, that they know what I do. Not my mom, not my dad, not my wife. If your wife doesn't know anything about your business, she's gonna tell you, I love you, I support you. But talk to someone who really knows about your business, that they can show you the road and what, avoid speed bumps and all this and potholes and stuff like this. It can hurt you financially. So talk to professional, consult a legal, talk to accounting person, expert, talk to business consulting, talk to marketers, get with people that they know the money language, not mom and dad. I love my mom and my dad, but they couldn't help me with my business at all. All right, brother. Thank you so much. Let's do this one more time, more often. I mean, and anybody and everybody, you're invited to my podcast as long as I know you. I better know you before I.
Especially after we wait till after everyone leaves, then there's no one here to bother me, right? Like I could just have an uninterrupted conversation like we do.
I know. Same here.
Yeah, we only talk if it's like before 8 a.m. or after 6 p.m. That's the only time.
Isn't it?
Good.
That's true. That's true.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody. God bless you.
See you, man.
And have a great day, everybody. Have a great evening. Take care. Bye-bye.